It's like, so 2017, I think it was October. That's when I left previously from the car scene for like probably about almost a year. Then the whole drama with the DC2 thing. And I think it was 2017 October when I went to Week Fest Houston with EK Henry, and I met up with Nemo's Garage. God, I forgot the real name, but I know their username. Charged, and I forgot the other guy's name, but he's a cool dude too. But they actually, we were all hanging out, and we were actually visiting Chia. So yeah, we was out there. Then Week Fest was going on, so we decided to go to Week Fest. Then there was like, Henry was asking me, he was like, "Oh, Joey's gonna be there." It's like, "Is that cool?" It's like, "Yeah, it's cool. I got nothing against him. Everything's all past and done. It's life. We all gotta move on." But we all affiliate with the same people, especially people in Cali. Like, I still, somewhat talk to as well, good people as well, like DPK David, Chewy, and that's Joey's friends too. So I actually approached Joey that day. I was like, told him, I was like, everything's been done. I just don't want our friends to feel like they have to choose a side because they know a little drama. But and he agreed. I was like, yeah, we cool. And that's what a lot of people didn't see. That was just between him and I. And Henry saw from afar, but it is what it is. It's life. It's either you burn that bridge or you don't walk back from it. But it was for my good intentions, because that was his job at the moment. I was cutting off his funds from me not showing up. And for me to push out the car was not a thing for me to do. So it was just, that's when it comes to choose your battles wisely. And there was no battle to choose from. It was just what it was. And after that, I just started building car again. I was talking to my buddy Ronald. I told him, I was like, "Man, should I actually get this DC5? Chen has one, so should I get one? Should I get it?" And we found out it was a DC5R, and all that registration. He actually, was like, "Maybe you shouldn't because of the whole registration, but if you find somebody, maybe you can." So I just bit the bullet and just took it. Chen gave me a good deal on it. I swear he always sells me cars, and I can always get hooked. But yeah, he sold me the car, no questions asked. Got the car. All it was missing was, I think, just most of the interior, just the seats and stuff, and the motor was there, and it had a speaker system, and that's why the headliner is like that, Mike. It had a speaker system. Whoever did that car, from what I found out, was in a speaker sound battle or something. That's why if you pull off that door panel, I think it has Dynamat. That car is like insulated, I think. But it has a good car, and that's when I actually started getting the passion of building again, because I actually took my time on it, made sure everything ran. I actually, made sure the motor was fine, so no headaches after that. After swapping that motor in, I was just like, please, no problems. I don't want no more problems like my old DC2. So right after that, car started, everything was fine, healthy motor, dead bone stock. I was like, oh, okay, I can work with this. So I just started fixing the car, body work, then the Japanese sun always is harsh on the car's paint, especially if it's just sitting outside. So I repainted it championship white, and it came out good. Um, I'm happy with it. I was happy with it, but then, this car came about probably about a year and a half later, and one of my friends now, Mike, actually, you know, bought the car, and I'm happy for him because he just always been telling me, he's like, I just want a car that I don't want to touch no more, straight out the box, because he missed AC and everything, and I'm actually happy that he got it, and I actually still see the car around, and it's his car, not mine. I just had it for a while, that's it. But he loves that car more than me. So if everybody knows, I don't really drive my cars around. You can ask anybody. Mike knows. I never drove that car around. And now he's actually enjoying it. And I'm happy for him. With this car, I don't actually drive it around a lot. I'm always at work. And we're actually shooting this, at 1 a.m. right now? Yeah. So I'm like, just got out of work, sleepy, but I gotta support the hometown. That's why we're here doing this. I just want to see everybody grow, because we are untapped. Everything that we do is pure. We only have 3 months to do it. We only have 3 months to drive our cars. We only have 3 months of summer, because right after that, we all disappear. We're either doing family stuff, whatever, work, or trying to think about what setup to do for the next 3 months. That's what we just got to live for. So why be competitive about everything that you do, trying to one up that next person, trying to one up that next person? Nah, you'd rather just help out everybody. Help out each other. There's no secrets to parts. Everybody has the parts. Japanese people has all the parts. They're the one that mostly created the parts. People in Cali has all the parts. But there's no reason for secret squirrels. I admit I did it at times, but for what? It's just gonna cause hostility. That's when people start talking, assuming. He's like, oh, he's stuck up, all that stuff. It's like, no. But if you're close with that person, who your go-to is, it's like they'll respect you for what you do. It's like, everybody who I respect the most is probably, people who I hang out with now. So I respect Ron, Mike, even like Tuto, everybody. It's like, that I talk to here and there. And like, Frankie, Mike, everybody. Sven's coming up too. It's like, came up out of nowhere. I'm proud of him. It's like, young people like that, it just comes up out of nowhere, and you see what they're made out of. Like Don, I knew what Don was. He knew how to build motors. He knew his stuff. Because when I was at South Seattle Community College, I was always passing by his shop. My friend Mai knew him. Everybody in school knew him, so he was a pretty cool dude. And even a lot of people is like, I don't know if there's a lot of people that knows about me and Weez. There was really no drama with me and Wee. It was just shit talking over social media. That's it. But I've been knowing Wee since his red rum was still tan color, and that's when he was just getting into it. I don't know if I still had I think I still had my CTR back then. But he was like saying, it's like, famous guy. And I was like, no famous guy. But yeah, that's when how long I've known him. And he was like, he was asking about mugen stuff. And I told him, I was like, you'll just look for it and you'll start to find it. Because he was hanging around with Mel. And I told him, just, keep hanging around with Mel, then you'll start to understand about the whole mugen scene. Because I've been knowing Mel since Dennis. While we were all hanging out with Dennis. He was like, I always saw him every weekend that day, or that time. He was a cool guy, but, over time, we started to distance ourselves, and he was from North End, I was from South End. Everybody just gets busy. And that's when Dennis was getting at the car scene because he was getting married. So we just, we still keep in touch here and there, just hire you and all that stuff. But, we were way cool back then. It was just simpler times. But as we get more involved in the car scene, you just find out, like, who you're connected with or what people you have more in common with, and either they stick or they don't. But I just never forgot where I came from with those individual group, because I want to have that knowledge right now with either Spoon, Mugen, or Honda One Make, all that stuff. Even the little old vintage stickers that Honda made is like, there's a meaning to it. I didn't know what it was before. I thought it would be cool just to have that sticker. But like on John DuPong's, if you remember John DuPong's hatch, it has that circle, and I think it's Honda of something World. I used to have that sticker, but actually I dug up more information on that sticker. This is when I had that sticker. I think it was just one sticker that I think it's just for a race sticker that they introduced only for 1 year as the whole world. And that sticker is pretty rare. I tried looking for it again, I can't find it. Because he had it and I found it in UK. But I told myself, like, oh, I'm not gonna ever use it, so why bother? But I've been looking for it again, can't find it. Shit out of luck. But if you know what I'm talking about, if you know what sticker that is, please tag me, I'll buy it. But yeah, but with nah, always got respect for that guy. He sold me the Brembo monoblocks, so there's no drama there. He's a cool guy. He's like, always been cool. Mel, especially Bill. Bill's always cool. Always happy guy. But man, he knows his stuff too. Who can how I met Ron. I met actually Ron when we were doing NW Motive show. Were you there? I think you were there. At Monroe? Oh, yeah, I think that was either 2012 or 2013.
Nope, definitely not.
Okay. So 2012, 2013, that's when I first met Ron, and when I actually got the C West Integra done. I had that C West Championship White Integra, just got it done. I was still working at Kansai, I believe. Yeah, I was still working at Kansai, and pull it out. I was with Tuto, Ty, Steve, when Steve still had the green EK, and we was there. Mel was there, and when NW Motive I think that was their last show that they did at Monroe. So we was there, and didn't know Ron about nothing, but I think Tuto knew him, but he had another ITR too. So I didn't know, and I didn't know Tony Dow. All I knew was he had a Subaru STI. Didn't know anything about LCM, no nothing. I think that was when we all rolled in, and I saw Ronald's car with white RSZRs. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, damn. I asked him if it's rebarreled. He was like, no, all OG spec. And I was like, damn, that looks hot, because the first time I saw RSZRs was way back in 1998, 1999 when Jonas had it. So it was like one of my low-key favorite wheels. And now I have like, what? I think 3 sets of it? Yeah. Thanks to, everybody here that was local, Ron, with all the RZRs. But yeah, I met Ron that day and we started talking about wheels. It's crazy. We just started talking about wheels. That he was like, I kind of want to go wider. And he was like, oh, I want you to get, wider C28s. Told him, I was like, but where? And he told me, he was like, why don't you look in auctions? Because I've been looking at auctions. And I told him, I was like, I was looking at auctions too, but don't know how to, actually really do it. So again, research. He was actually doing more research than me, and that was kind of cool. And I was always coming up with dead ends. But he was telling me, it's like, oh, just go to other searches, or there's always a middleman where you can bid and they'll actually obtain the part for you, and you just got to pay a little fee. And I'm like, oh, really? And so more research was going on. We tried to test, I think it was the first, I don't know if it was, I think it was Bid JDM we tested. Then that actually went through. Then we went to Joss that had better rates. And yeah, we just started shipping 16 by 8 T37 plus 15 offset. Yeah, we flooded the market. We flooded the market back in 2013, 2014. Yeah, we flooded the market with 16 by 8 15s. All MR2 spec. And Jay Powers actually cleaned us out with all that, like ATSJ. Yeah, he wanted all that spec, so we mostly sold it to him. And we obtained a part. We obtained a cool, rare, and we still regret till this day that we sold it. 16 by 8 bronze plus 22 offset CE28 ends. We got it from Thailand, and it was mint bronze, like really mint. And I still have the pictures on my phone till this day, and we fucking powder coated it. God. We powder coated it. Till this day, we talk about it. It's like, what were we thinking? If you ask us, don't know. It's one of those things that you regret. And that's not the worst part. We actually split it. So 2 for him, 2 for me. Then we got sick and tired of it. We sold it. And now we're asking, it's like, where'd it go? It's like, man, 16 by 8 22s. If one of you guys owns it, whoever's watching this, you guys are lucky, because you will never ever find that ever again, unless Matt gets that mold and releases it. Then it'll be flooded. Yeah, so that's when I met him. It was just through wheels. Then Tony Dow, through his STI, his first STI. Then after that, I think it was the next Honda Fest. I think it was the following year that he was doing his, remember his purple S2000. And that's when I actually was like, wow. I was like, damn, who painted that? And it's like I didn't know Ron was a painter back then neither. He was just told me little bits, because Ron is like a very quiet guy. He just likes to keep to himself, and I wasn't really close to him at that time. And he was like, oh, Ron painted it. I'm like, damn, that shit's dope. That shit's wet, super wet. And he was like, yeah, Ron painted it at his buddy's place. Like, whoo. Yeah, Ron's actually a really talented guy. He actually knows his stuff. No one really knows about him because he was, he was a military dude. So he was doing his thing. And, you got to thank the military guys for keeping our freedom because they deserve it. And it's good to have them back just to, have fun, even with cars, even with their family, because they served our country. Can't. And even some people that still hits me up, if I know they're from the military, I always say thank you. Because, they risked our lives for our freedom. Don't ever, we're never good enough for anybody. Don't think we're superstars, don't think none of that, because we are no one. Because the new generation can simply just replace us. That's it. The new generation is looking up to us. We're the map. Because one day I'm gonna lose all this. I'm gonna lose, I'm just not gonna have no motivation for it. But if I see new generation just building and building and building, for example, Mike and them, Slowmouth, Thomas, Tim. I know he's taking a break, but he'll come back. It's everybody, especially from Tacoma, man, it's they're building some dope ass cars. Farrell, he did some dope builds too. Who else? BJ, all those endless kids. It's they came out hard that one year. They came out hard. I was bravo. But yeah, you guys made a statement and it was dope. And now is, this whole other thing with Tacoma, you guys are doing it. And I like it. And it's good to see. Because again, we only have 3 months. Week Fest actually helped us a lot. It helped out the new generation as well. To look forward to new builds, new everything. And I remember this kid that approached me. I forgot his name, but it was this year, Week Fest. I actually talked to him quite a bit. He's turning 17, is 17, 18, but his dream car is to have one of these cars. And I told him, I was like, is that your goal? And he was like, yeah, that's my goal. And I left him with advice. Turn your goals into reality. Because the people that tells you that you can't, they don't want it for you. So mute those people out, work hard. Don't even promote it. Don't even say it's I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to get that. They'll just give you a weird look. Okay. We all get those. Even in careers. You tell somebody it's oh, yeah, I want to be ahead of this person. Still give you a look. Just like that. Because low key, they really don't want you to get it. They're the one that's trying to put you down. It's there's only a handful of people that was go for it. I told that kid, go for it. It's I told him, I believe you can get it. Just if you work hard enough, I believe you can. And he was I don't know if I can even fit in NSX. I was go ahead. Go in there. He was oh, but your car looks expensive. At the end of the day, your car has no feelings. It won't ever love you. So you might as well just share it with everybody that wants to see it, wants to sit in it. Everything is replaceable. It's materialistic shit. Same thing when my car got jacked. I cried for it. Did it cry for me? No. Everything that's materialistic, if it gets taken, you can always buy another one. No doubt, but friendships, having a good vibe with somebody, it's rare. If you guys connect, That's rare. So take it as what you want. But at the end of the day, if you love a piece of metal more than a human being, I don't know what you are. Because at the end, you're just gonna be by yourself. And whoever is like that, I feel sorry for them. Because you're putting all your vested energy into something that has no feeling. Sucks, because I've been there. And I was lost. And there's days that I still go to car shows. They're like, how come you're not cleaning your car? Because I look around, because how many people is cleaning their car? Like, it's like, wow. It's like you see them trying really hard. It's like either, it's like they either really love it or they really want to win. And you can tell right after the show because they're feeling. Because I know that feeling. I'm not saying I don't know that feeling, because I'm guilty of that feeling. But that's the reason why I don't even clean my car no more. Just like, for what? I'm just out there to just kick it, just hang out, have fun, catch up with everybody that I haven't seen. So I don't really go out, just work. Most of us do. But when we actually do hang out, we actually hang out. Talk a lot of crap, but we hang out too, even when we're drinking. But it's fun. We don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring us, the next few months, next year. All we just have is our community. And when something happens and that we know that person, it hurts. And just like, what's his name? I forgot his name. Can't think right now. Baby NSX. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bought Mike's. Was it his name Mike?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, just like him. Man, we had some good ass conversations. Then I think it was somebody that told me that he passed away. I was sad. It's like, because we were supposed to meet up and take a drive too. It's like, it's sad because you know how you have plans with somebody and next thing you know, boom, they just go. That took me, but no one really knows. Like, yeah, I was hurt. I was hurt too when I was talking to Farrell. We're not even that close, but it's like you talk to them here and there. I remember that time is like when his wife now, I think it was, I don't know who told me, but it was like, yo, he has cancer. It's like, that took me. That hurt. So when Tana told me, it was like, oh, we're throwing a car wash. So I went to that car wash with the MR2. I think that was the last time I went over there. And that's when all of them was still there. But thank God he's good now. He has another kid on the way. His beautiful son is growing up. So can't knock on that. So I just said, it's just like, we're too small in this community, and there's no reason for hostility because we're all in it together. Man. That car, that's a good question. This is my farewell to the scene car. This is my last car I'll ever touch. That's it. I will never touch a car ever again after this. Good question. But I'm actually happy and content. Really can't do anything to this car no more. I mean, I can, but I don't think I need to. Just like most of the other cars are here, Mel's car is just timeless. Just stuck in his time. And that's a good way to go out. I'd rather just be stuck in time.